got some serious issues with underage girls. Nothing that's been proven in a court of law. CPS, though, ruled against him, where he's not supposed to have, would you say, anyone around under 18?
Girls.
Yeah, he's had some serious issues. But he doesn't stay anywhere for long. He's bouncing around all over the place. And my concern is, if my sister found out about some of these things and the dating sites he was on, she's got proof of all the dating sites that he's been on for the past couple of years. If my sister found something that could have put him in legal jeopardy, I wouldn't put it past him to try to stage something. I'm just going to go ahead and throw that out there. And I know he's well known around here, and frankly, that doesn't comfort me. It raises some conflict of interest issues. Not really that you guys are professional. I'm not disparaging law enforcement at all. You guys are pros. But what I'm getting at is there may be unconscious inherent bias of, well, I've known this guy, like he told me, I've known this guy for 20 years. You know, that kind of, it's kind of like, well, man, maybe you should separate yourself from it a little bit because you're close to this guy, you know. But there's just a lot of red flags.
So let me ask you.
Yeah.
And again, I want to be as transparent and clear, because I don't want there to be any question. What do you have concerns that my office has not looked at this?
No.
Okay.
No, not at all. I'm just saying that we would like maybe a second look because there's some new things coming to light. He has no problems lying to y'all. He's got no problems lying to us.
This case, as with every other case, is never closed. Nobody has closed this case.
Okay.
So
I, Tony, take the crystal. That's to be my wedded wife. To have it to hold from this day forward. For better or for worse. For richer or for poorer. Sickness and in health. To love, to cherish. Till death do us part. According to God's holy ordinance.
And then he drove home. He was driving around Oak Road from 416 to 437 and then home. He didn't actually call to check on her at the doctor's office until 416.
Timeline consistencies badly.
Yeah, because that's when he Google searched East Carroll Medical Clinic in Lake Providence, where her doctor's office is. I have copies of all this, so I mean, this is yours.
okay.
I was telling you that he deleted contacts out of his phone. I don't know any of these people, per se. I do know that a Dr. Williams, this is how it was listed in his phone. I printed this straight out of his Google account. And the Dr. Williams, he had it listed as coroner with a cell phone. These were all deleted from this phone. Gives you the actual phone on February the 8th, the night before she died. Pastor Smith, a Chief Deputy Smith. Now he deleted the phone number before he deleted the contact. A Taylor, Carroll Road. Like I said, these are people that he deleted. No other people were deleted out of his phone ever.
Does it show a date? Okay, I see.
All of them February the 8th. The only contacts he's ever deleted out of the phone, all from this phone. That deleted it from the Samsung Galaxy, and this is the phone he uses. That's linked to the Google account. And it lists the phone numbers. One of them is his cousin. She was actually at the funeral. Again, that just raised a red flag as to why would you delete your cousin's phone? And that was the night before her death. And this right here. Yeah, she's the owner. I did Google the number. That's 105. This one listed an address. That's the bakery one.
Yeah, but she's not.
Okay, and I got those notes from me, but that was the address of the bakery bar.
Okay.
So I wasn't, it was just my notes.
Gotcha.
Don't know who those people are, but they do have phone numbers.
Your primary concern for him deleting all these numbers is why would all these numbers be deleted the night before her death?
There's a lot of little things that when you look at them individually might not mean much, but when you look at the big picture and collectively, it tends to tell a different story.
definitely discrepancies in his
Then
time.
again, please don't take this as me shooting holes in your story. But let me tell you, if someone were to look at my phone, I was in here the other day, and I was looking for a particular number, and as I'm going through my contact list, I said, "Dang, that lady passed away."
So you deleted it.
Yeah, that's an old work
I had
number.
about
Yeah.
50. All in the same. As I'm sitting there, I said, I think I'll take a little time and go through my contact list. I deleted about 50 that day, sitting right here in this chair.
Right.
Again, please don't take that as me trying to shoot holes in your.
But it's very
That's
circumstantial.
what
And
I
we're
understand.
trying to keep it logical, but when you look at
I
time
do.
and things
I
like that,
understand. Yes, ma'am.
it's a little
So-
questionable.
Yeah.
So the reason why it ties together, on February the 8th, the day before 11:40, someone had to, this goes to Tony's email that my sister had access. Someone logged into their AT&T account, but it was from a device that normally doesn't log in because it sent a one-time verification code.
Okay.
Which, again, my sister's not here to speak for herself, which obviously she logged in to get to their AT&T account and put it. My guess would be to see who he's been talking to.
Okay.
There's the email for that. This is where I called Detective Kirby because a package was delivered on the day that she died at 1:16 from FedEx. The only reason I know is because my cousin is with a FedEx driver. She's not related to Crystal. She's only related to me because we do have different dads. I wanted to ask Detective Kirby, when did Tony get that package? It was a phone. He ordered a new phone because he said his phone broke. Which isn't true because on February the 8th I had a receipt where he had the phone fixed. He just ordered a new phone. This is where he activated the phone on February the 9th, the day she died at 8:35 p.m. because it was a Galaxy S20. So right now he has 4 phones, all signed.
So this may be totally unrelated, or but there was a FedEx package on the steps when I was there.
Right.
When we were there.
Okay,
That's
so
the phone.
that's the phone. I just wanted you to know who gave it to him.
Gotcha.
Okay, so that just shows where he activated it.
So him having a new phone is,
He has
you know,
4 devices right now. I'll show
Yeah.
you that are logged in. They had a Ring camera, a doorbell camera.
Okay.
He told my brother that it hasn't been active in months, but
in a month.
on a month. But here's the emails to where it updated saying that a new device logged in. That was from January 22nd. They had devices logged into the Ring camera. Again, this is just nothing criminal, just something to add to the fact that it just what the biggest like I told you about what is the perfect time to date after the death of a spouse for February 13th, it's just
Doesn't
Yeah.
seem like a grieving husband to me. I've been married 28 years. If my wife died, that's the last thing I'm going to be Googling,
Yeah.
4 or 5 days later.
You can't arrest somebody for being an asshole, but here's a list of email addresses, just in case. Now this computer, my sister's had it right at 2 years, maybe a little less. So these are emails that he has in a piece. That's a karate. That's his work. He's still. I don't know if he has access to that. I'm sure you guys have taken him out. But this is one that I wouldn't have known about my sister. So if y'all go any further, up to y'all. But that is an email address.
Looking at the death of Crystal McCrory, there is a lot of questions on the timeline. Crystal had been finding out before her death. We're looking now at him having 4 phones. Tony having 4 phones. 4 phones. He brought a woman to view his wife's body and was advised against it from the funeral staff. We know of affairs admitted by him and brought up by the sheriff.
Made mistakes in my past, and I have cheated in the past.
And now there's talks of inappropriate actions with someone under 18. All alleged, of course. There was also the issue of the karate studio. and how a lot of the kids had been pulled out of it. I know there's questions around that as well. But it looks like Crystal was looking for something, a lot of somethings, and she found a lot. But was what she found the reason that she's no longer here? What other secrets does Mr. Jones have? And why is there no accountability or the desire to even look into this further? Who could have done something different? There's a million questions, and I feel like Jana and her siblings have been asking, and I don't feel like they're getting that answer. How can Crystal have done this when she's right-handed? How would she have done this with her left hand? Not only that, but also over a pillow. Not to mention the fact that her entire arm is black and blue. There's bruises all over her body. There's scratches. So yeah, we're asking questions. You should be too. Because if this could happen to Gianna's family member, it could happen to ours. We need to fight for justice for Crystal. One of the biggest things that drew my attention to this in the very beginning was that Crystal had just found out that she was going to be a grandmother for the first time. Someone so full of love, silliness, playfulness that we see in all these photos and videos about to be a grandmother. She had so much to live for. And she looked excited. She seemed excited is what I don't understand. None of this makes any sense. Why is it a fight for an investigation? Why did so many people have to do the work for the police department and then they still shut it down? And I'm sorry, I'll say it. There was a ton of mansplaining and gaslighting in there with that sheriff. Mansplaining, gaslighting, insane. There has to be a way to get justice for Crystal and her loved ones, because that's the only way that people accept accountability, and it's the only way to prevent somebody from getting away with this again.